Hey guys, welcome back to the Oilers Rundown, and wow, what a day today. It started off with a Ken Holland Press Conference, which I thought I was going to be covering for most of this video, but bigger news has broken throughout the day. I'll start with the key points from the Ken Holland Press Conference. Basically, the main takeaways I got were there's not going to be any rental trades, first round picks off the table, prospects are off the table. Basically, Ken Holland is only going to make a trade for players with term, so there's not going to be any short-term fixes, but I'll be coming back to that. Smith and Koskinen are going to remain intact for now. It doesn't sound like Stuart Skinner is getting an immediate call-up. If Koskinen or Smith continue to struggle, that could, of course, change. But as of now, what we're hearing is Smith and Koskinen are the tandem. And leading to other things that are happening right now, Ken Holland confirmed in his press conference that the Oilers have interest in Evander Kane, and I'll come back to Kane in a sec, but he also confirming in the press conference that Dave Tippett is safe for now, so I wouldn't expect any firings in the near future. It sounds like Dave Tippett isn't going anywhere, so I think we can put that one to rest for now, unless the Oilers lose like another 10 games. Maybe we can bring it back up again, but for now, sounds like Dave Tippett is safe. So moving on to Evander Kane. So we heard in the press conference first that the Oilers definitely have interest in Evander Kane, and now there's all kinds of reports coming out that the Oilers already have an agreement with him. His agent, Dan Milstein, says that's not true. Nothing's been agreed to yet, but it is expected that Evander Kane will have a contract by the end of the week. If the Oilers do sign him, there's a good chance that he could be in the lineup when they play the Ottawa Senators on Saturday, but not to get too far ahead of ourselves here. David Pagnotta of the Fourth Period and Tim Peel, former referee now working for the Daily Faceoff, are two of the people reporting the deal is already done, and then Evander Kane is going to be an Edmonton Oiler. Like I said, his agent has shot that down, so we can't take anything too serious yet. Darren Dreger of TSN is reporting that the Oilers are in the top 3 spots for Evander Kane. He's also reporting the Tampa Bay Lightning, Florida Panthers, and also possibly the Carolina Hurricanes as finalists for Evander Kane. So we'll see what happens. Nothing's official yet. Evander Kane is not an Oiler yet. I know a lot of people do not want Evander Kane an Oiler, and a lot of people do. I think on the ice, there's no question Evander Kane can help the Oilers. He'd be a huge addition. It's off the ice that everyone's concerned with. He has a very checkered past, abuse against women, gambling issues. A lot of his former teammates dislike him. It's a long list, and a lot of people are using the Zach Kassian example that Kassian came in here and rehabilitated himself, and that's true, but I think the laundry list of problems with Evander Kane is much worse than Zach Kassian, and Kassian was no angel, that's for sure. So I still don't know where I stand on it, really. I mean, if it's just strictly about a player, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to have Evander Kane being an Oiler, but I'm not going to lie, I am very concerned about the off-ice issues, and I really don't know how badly I want Kane to be an Oiler. It appears to be leaning that way, that he might be, but like I said, we can't get too far ahead of ourselves. Elliot Friedman, Darren Greger, they're all saying nothing's officially done yet, but we should know the result here in the next few days. I think by Friday, probably at the latest, but I'm guessing it's going to be sooner than that. That's all I'll say on it for now. If it becomes official, I'll obviously be doing a video on Evander Kane and giving my full thoughts, but for now, I'm indifferent. Like I said, love the player on the ice, don't know about the player off the ice. A few other notes, though, I did want to go over. Daniel Nugent-Bowman says there's a chance that Josh Archibald could play this season. There's nothing concrete to report, he said, and of course he remains on long-term injured reserve, but it's good to hear that there is a chance that Archibald could come back. And another player that's been on The injured reserve for the Oilers is also possibly making a comeback. Goaltender Alex Stalock has traveled to Bakersfield today and will have his physical tomorrow. And if Stalock is able to get through his conditioning stint, the plan is for the Oilers to put him on waivers in the hopes he can play more in the AHL. So that's great news to hear. I wasn't sure if Stalock would ever play again. This obviously isn't a guarantee that he will, but it's a great starting point, obviously, and wish him all the best. If he does get put on waivers, he probably will clear right now just because he hasn't played at all this season. I thought more if at the start of training camp, at the end of training camp, if he'd been put on waivers, he probably wouldn't clear, but I don't know, maybe his old team, Minnesota Wild, put in a bid to get him back. All the best wishes to Alex Stalock, and hope he can continue his career, and I hope he can become an option for the Oilers going forward, but we'll see what happens. That's all for now, guys. Like I said, we'll keep an eye on things, potentially big things happening for the Oilers. Evander Kane could be an Oiler. Alex Stalock could be coming back. So, yeah, we'll have lots to talk about in the near future, but I think that's all for tonight. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Have a great night, guys. Take care.